What do you want to do? What do you want to do right now? You know what I want to do right now? I want to play with this light. And see how cool it is. What I can pass through just by leaning back on this couch in this late afternoon sun. Well, that's pretty cool. You know, I was just sitting here sort of getting a feeling into an outline for a meditation series that Colleen and I are going to do here, that I'm going to do here, with some neighbors and friends and people from a yoga studio. And, you know, I started to sort of think about things, and I've learned so much about meditation, about the hows of meditation, the different tools, the breath, mantra, eyes closed, eyes open, drishti gaze, focal point, and all the things you can do with your eyes closed and your attention there, and all wonderful. But you know what? That is not the engine that drives what you're after. Why the hell are we meditating? What is it we want? We want connection. Okay, maybe if for some they just want to sit and meditate for health benefits. They want to regulate the brain and their heart and get them coherent. And you can do that. You can do that in 15 seconds of getting in touch with your breath and slowing down and closing your eyes. And you can, lower your blood pressure, and there are all sorts of like three-dimensional benefits to meditation. And I guess for some people that's all they're looking for. So they can have that. But most of you are going to watch this, you're looking for something more than that. You love that and you're grateful for that, but you want something more than that, right? You want to connect. You want to feel a greater level of, oh, that's so cool. You want to feel a greater level of joy within yourself. Maybe you want to have a mystical experience. You want to have a connection with something that is undeniably the divine, that is something beyond yourself. And yeah, you might just sort of want to enjoy like the peace of learning to get your thoughts to slow down, and that nice warm feeling of like when your body's asleep, when you close your eyes and you sit long enough that your body kind of falls asleep and you can't really feel it, but you're still awake and you're sort of just watching the show. Like, you're looking at the darkness behind your eyelids and you're just sort of watching the show, or you're getting some mantra going and you're just really in the stillness and resting there. That's wonderful. That I really love that. But I don't know about you. There's that thing you see on people's bathroom walls or somewhere in their house, like it's not the number of moments in your life, it's not the number of breaths you take, it's the number of breaths that take the moments that take your breath away. Something, right? I messed that up. Isn't that what we're after? For our jaw to drop open in awe, and our hair to stand up on end, and our heart and our blood to quicken, and feeling our heart expand and Duh. That's what I want. That's what this is all about. From that expanded, joyful love space. And that's what we have to keep in mind. I mean, I know, for those of us that are doing yoga and meditating, and it's so easy to just keep coming back for the tools. But it's like, what do you want? You know what I want right now? Like right now? I was going to sit and meditate with my eyes closed, and I realized, no, I want to look at that for a while. It's been really windy today. It's died down quite a bit. But earlier, those are huge waves out there. Well, for this time of year and without a storm, 4, 5, 6 foot waves. Good size. I mean, we'll get some bigger ones this winter. Can't wait. But I want to look at that. I want to look at that, and I want to look at this on the other side of the same room. How awesome is that? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I want to see the sunset. I want to look at those reeds right there. They're like 8 feet tall, and they're just blowing in the wind. Oh, there we go. Sorry if you couldn't see that for a second. And it's so beautiful. I took a few pictures a few minutes ago. I got down there and knelt and looked up at the sun. Those will probably be on Instagram in a little bit. And I want to share it with you. This is what I want to do, and I want to share it with you. Meditation. Oh, goodness. So many fun things to do with light today. Oh, gosh. Can't get enough. Look at that. What is that on my face? What is that? Not the light, but see that, like, it looks like a... It looks like a, the thing that catches the sounds from outer space, but it's pink and it's got the red dot in the middle. See that all the time. It's obviously just a refractory thing. It fascinates me, though. I know, you're like, stay outside. You know what I'm going to talk about when I talk about meditation? Like what we're going to start with on day one. Well, first we're going to meditate. Like right off Jump Street. Like just this, why bother like introducing yourself and talking about why you're here for this little 4-part series before you meditate, when your answer is going to be really different after just 5 minutes of sitting and calming down and connecting to your heart and wherever else I feel led to lead people to. Right? It's going to be so different. So let's not waste that time. We're going to sit down and we're going to meditate for 5 minutes. Then we'll get into that. But one thing that I've learned but I keep forgetting is that being fully present isn't just being mentally present. Right? You can sit in a room and either with your eyes closed or with your eyes open, you can just be present. You can take a few breaths and remind yourself of what day it is, and what month and what year, where you are in your life, how old you are. You can come right, what time is it in that day? And where am I? And look around and be mentally present. And that's great. That calms everything down, right? It's like level 1. But then when you follow your breath into your heart, into here, and you put your attention on what you're feeling. And you're really present with what you're feeling, meaning you're really authentic with what you're feeling. And maybe like right away that is a sense of expandedness or joy. And maybe it's like some leftover stress from what happened earlier in the day, or it's full-blown fear or anxiety or anger or whatever. When you could just be with it and like honestly see it and kind of like open up with it there. So if you, I don't want this to sound the wrong way, but all right, what is it that's there with you? You're connecting to something, or you wouldn't, unless you're the person just meditating to like lower their blood pressure. Maybe you just you don't have much more spiritual belief than that. But I'm trusting that most of you believe in whatever you call it, God, the universe, the divine, whatever. And you know that it's there when you're meditating, right? Man, okay. Now that was fun, and now it's kind of like, it's there. It's out there. It's out there in the sea. It's in the sky. It's in the sunset, in those reeds out there, but it's also, right, it's in you, it's in your breath, it's flowing through you, it's in the air in this room, it's everywhere. What is it? Doesn't matter what you call it, but it's it, right? It's there. And maybe to you, that's just you, like it's, part of it is you, right? It's the part of you that's aware, the part of you that is here, that's observing the thoughts, and the heart and the emotions. You're here. Take a breath. You're here. But what else is here? Because something's keeping my heart beating, right? Something is keeping several million functions happening on the cellular level every second in me and in you. Times 7 billion people, and in that plant over there, and in that plant right over there, that's Neville, and that's Luna, his girlfriend. Neville, Luna. Yeah. Something is with us. And I hope part of the reason you're sitting or you're taking your walks is because you are wanting to connect with it. I think it is, right? So you are not going to connect to it fully mentally with the tools and just the tools and the mantra and you've got to like be all here, meaning what's here? What am I feeling? And open that up to be seen. Obviously, it's seen anyway, but, well, yes and no on that. But there's something, it's a relationship. Be in it all the way. Open yourself up. Some of you do this awesomely already. A lot of us, if you've been practicing, you kind of have to. If you sit long enough, your shit comes up. It's right there. But even as it's coming up, sometimes we're feeling it, maybe really feeling it, maybe we're crying or emoting, we're having a release, but even in that moment is the question of, am I just sort of like processing this because I can't help it? Or am I just like opening up? Am I accepting it in the moment and letting it be seen? Connecting to our hearts and then letting our hearts open wide up in the present moment to that's out there is what makes your hair stand on end and is what raises your vibration like instantly. And this is the engine of life. And you know, I'm done. Like, I'm done with doing what I don't want to do. When I want to sit, I'm going to sit and close my eyes and let my body go to sleep and do that kind of meditation. When I want to, I'm going to. But when I don't, I'm not going to. I'm going to do what I want to do. And in that freedom of heart and acknowledging that heart, I think that's the freeway. That's the expressway. That's the fast lane. That's the what the hell is that called? How come I can't remember that now? The lane on the left, and you got 2 or more people in the car, and you get to go faster because there's not as many people in it. It's that lane. Oh, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Some of you are saying it out loud right now. You're like, dummy, that's what it's called. HOV lane. That's what it is. Emotions are the emotionally authentic in the present moment is the fast lane to spirit, to connection. All right. I got to give you a little more of this. Who knows what's happening now? So the other day, oh, that's awesome. So the other day, some of you saw this on the EOL page. I had my computer looking at this, looking at me and looking at this behind me. And I was on Facebook video call with Liam Walsh in Australia. And the sun was behind him. And it was 8 o'clock in the morning. It was really trippy for me with my analytical mind and fascination with light and direction. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I leave you with this. I hope this helps. It's helped me. It always does, right? We're evolving out loud. Oh, get those reeds one more time. Swaying in the breeze. It's kind of mesmerizing. If you just stare at them long enough, as they go like back and forth, like that's a great meditation focal point right there. For me to just stare at them, like doing this slowly, it's kind of just like the thing they would use to hypnotize you. Very cool. The message today is be present emotionally, be fully present, bring your heart into it, and open up, be seen, and feel what happens when you do that. Namaste. Namaste right here, and look at the sunset some more.